Are you trying to decide whether to call it quits on your nonprofit? Let's chat over the next 5 minutes about what that decision looks like and what you should consider. Hey, I'm Dan Johnson, and I help nonprofit leaders who are overwhelmed and stressed in their nonprofit create an organization that works. Today, unfortunately, we're talking about the opposite. When do you know when to leave? If you just want the goods, grab my change or leave plan by dropping the word me below, and you will get a document you can take with you to help you decide whether to change or leave your nonprofit. But if you want a little more detail about what to consider in that decision, hang in there and we'll get through it. So if you're watching this video, you probably feel exhausted. You probably feel like you're working at your nonprofit every day for far more hours than you ever thought. Every day feels like a grind. You're doing the same task. You're overwhelmed. There are just not enough minutes in the day. That is a signal to you to decide what you need to do to fix this, because that is not a sustainable state for you to be in as a nonprofit leader. So the first thing you need to do if you want to fix your massive overwhelm and stress is you need to plan a break. Now, I know, having run 4 nonprofits myself, that it is not particularly easy to get out and just take a break. You can't just be like, sorry guys, I'm out, people don't get fed tomorrow. However, if you think about 2 weeks in advance, you can plan a break. You can plan it around a weekend. You can plan it away from some of the key events of your organization, whatever. Sit down and plan a break from your organization. What does this break look like? At the very least, you got to do 48 hours. I recommend at least 72, but I know how hard it is to get away. 48, 72 hours, at least 2 to 3 days where someone's not going to call you unless there's an emergency, someone's not going to email you, and you're really not going to engage in any of the day-to-day work. If you don't get that clarity for your head, you won't be able to make the right decision here, and this is a monumental decision. So start by planning a break 2 or 3 weeks in advance where you can take 48 to 72 hours away from your nonprofit. Once you have that break planned, which I know is easier said than done, but once you have that break planned, the first day, I want you to do nothing but either rest or remind yourself why you do this. Sleep in. Go play with your kids. Go hang out with your family. Go do one of your hobbies you used to enjoy. No work and very little thinking about work for that first day. On this break, first day, do nothing but fun, nothing but break. Second day, I want you to write out these things. There's 6 things that I want you to write out and look at this page. Number 1, I want you to write down the reasons you're running your nonprofit. Why did you start this organization in the first place? What was the benefit to you? What was the benefit to your community? Why are you doing this? Or if you're an executive director that didn't start it, why did you take this position? What were you hoping to get out of this? Number 2, I want you to write down the problems that you're looking to solve with this nonprofit, or the number 1 problem this nonprofit is looking to solve. Whether that be veterans in homelessness, whether it be cancer patients who don't have an advocate, whatever that is, what is the problem your nonprofit is looking to solve? Because I want you to ask yourself, do any of the nonprofit's approaches work for solving that problem? Are you guys stuck in an experimental mode, or have you found something that actually works and actually makes an impact on people? Then I want you to look at the impact you've made so far on the people that you serve. And if you were to stay at your organization, what is the potential impact that you think you could make in the next 3 years? 5th, I want you to look at your day-to-day and write down, in general, the tasks that you do. Answering emails, team meetings, etc. And I want you to do it in 2 columns. 1 column for it brings you fulfillment, you like it, and 1 column for it doesn't. And then finally, I want you to allow yourself the opportunity to write down, what would you do if you weren't running your nonprofit? How would your life be benefited? How would your life be different? What would be the value of that? And if you look through the answers on your sheet and you either don't have reasons, the nonprofit hasn't figured out an approach that will work, or the benefits to you outweigh the impact of you staying, then you should probably start making plans for your departure. If, however, the nonprofit does something that works, the impact is worth doing, and you're just being unfulfilled by the workload, or there's something going wrong in your organization that is broken, that isn't working, your marketing isn't working, you're not getting enough donors, you're not getting enough support from your team, then that's something we can fix. If you want my change or leave doc, just drop a me below this video and I'll give it to you. I know it's a tough decision. I know nobody else talks about it. That's why I wanted to bring this up. Thank you for the impact that you make in your communities, and I'll see you on the next video.